Welcome to the Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, recently in the One British video, baby mother or ex-fiance put out a video say people want to kill her, and we drop the video and tell them to say the dead left money thing is a major issue. Enough time dead left money lead to dead enough issues. Where enough people dead. Right? If you dead left money, dead left things. I'm telling you, say, put it in a writing. Put it in a writing so even if after you're dead, any kind of argument and war start, you have a leg to stand on in a court. But when a man did tell you something, right, and you know him dead, right, and nothing in a writing, and they say you can't have the house, but in a writing, next thing you know, so the house get all kind of madness. One British example was the extreme case where it was mostly word of mouth. To them, I give a case of things are going to writing. War still go on. But because it went in a writing, because it sign up and stamp up, even the people them who lose are going to still win. I talk about the late chairman for the Sandals brand, the big brand, the ATL, the Sandals. And we are talking about big money. So you know, say right away, me have to confess, just like a favorite chopper them, right? However, yes, my bad mind. Right, my bad mind. Butch Stewart. Right. So, Butch Stewart, you know, already, look how much money I have, eventually, right, you shall depart this earth. So, when you're gone, people may left behind, very likely if you say, right, them to get 5 pounds of chicken back. Right. Even if the real figure is 3. You must say when you're alive, you are the man, you know, you can make certain call and you can, you know, fix issues, but when you're gone, what's going to happen? So I'm not going through it today. Extraordinary case. Before me touch on this, people are linking me as usual. So look YouTube, I'm going to type in the name and then we go up on the channel page and then watch the video while go on. You know? As I often tell you, it's not what me I do on my end. Right? This is you walk. Right? How you walk, set up them thing now. Right? Or them algorithms and them systems are right now. When certain words get used, right, or certain videos get made, right, or certain topics, we can normally say, for example, the video thumbnail go before 20 people and 12 choose to watch it. Right, when time them put you in the troublemaker corner, you see like the video only get shown to like 5 people and like 2 people watch it. So people who normally just used to the video pop up and I show them what I go on. When them see certain amount of days pass now, them start look for the video and they must say, oh, but that video dropped, so why this and that? Or you walk. Because of the topics that come on this platform, these things are going to happen after. So not for us get used to. This is why you watch certain channels and hear people use words like grape. They might talk about a man holding a woman and them say grape, like the fruit, because the actual word will trigger something in the algorithm and then the video gets suppressed, and or you hear them say unalived instead of saying killed and them say unalive. But I mean, I could do the same thing, but I start for borderline pan gimmicks now. If I can't communicate effectively, then there's no point in even communicating. I can't be talk about grape, especially to when me do my video. Then one time I get charged up, I'm not time for the gimmicks but a grape. Right, so the video I drop with you, right, regarding the taxi issues and the lady who lose her life, Daniel Anglin, and when I drop them video and you mention certain things and them words the trigger, you walk. So if you see the video that I drop, you have to just type in the name of my channel, right, and then go up on the channel to see it. And speaking about Daniel Anglin and Daryl Vaz, just another reminder, Daryl Vaz simply used Daniel Anglin's case as an excuse. If you have 1 ride-sharing app or 2 when you're compliant, to respond by banning all of them in the name of public safety is nonsense. And if you fall for that, link for your unicorn. He's just put all the leverage back in the hands right? They're your favorite taxi guys. So the next time the whole nation get held hostage, make sure someone lock on them out. Right? Because when they claim someone support Daryl Voss because him a ban ride sharing apps. Right? Because you care about your safety. So since you're that gullible, right? Next time when they get held hostage on the Pickney, them can't reach home and can't left school because the whole place shut down. Because guy feels they must get more time for pilot more tickets. And he must get a blipe on him tickets and must get this and get that. Don't say nothing. Now we move into the Butch Stewart video. The information we gain of this video come from the court documents them that were made public, the stories that were made public on the various platforms. Not just in Ireland, but even places like Bahamas, right, other islands, as you know, Sandals all over the Caribbean. And some of the trusts them where Butch Stewart set up were actually set up in Bahamas. And interestingly enough, the only place I couldn't find much details about the story was the Jamaica Observer, which is interesting because Jamaica Observer is owned by the Stewart family. So that things that them would have the inside information I want, make the people them get all the information upon certain things. But I guess they have other opinions on that matter. So we couldn't find much about it in the Observer. So what got on? So Butch Stewart have two set of children. There is the Jamaican set and there's a set in our Uncle Sam place. So just for the sake of this video, when you hear me say the Irish set, I'm talking about the Jamaican children. Butch Stewart. When we talk about Uncle Sam set, I talk about the American. So the Irish set consists of Adam Stewart, Robert Stewart aka Bobby, Jamie, and Brian. The Uncle Sam set consists of Cheryl, who was Butch Stewart's common law wife, and their 3 children, Gordon, Kelly, and Sabrina. So based on what I'm seeing here, that's 7 children. 4 for the Irish set, 3 for the Uncle Sam set. The trouble kick off when Cheryl, who was Butch Stewart's last woman, come out and say Butch Stewart actually made some changes. Right? So even they'd have everything in place, right? And they set up a special board with Adam and Jamie, and them are gonna run this and them are control Sandals. But then when Cheryl says Butch change his mind. Yeah, I go hear how him change his mind. It's under extraordinary circumstances, if I may say so myself. See, originally there was 2 trusts. And again, not the type of trust where you say you trust your brethren or trust your woman. Right? Trust is actually legal. We're talking about the legal trust now where you can give somebody, right, the rights to something or you left some money give somebody. So enough time when wealthy people die, them set up on trust, and this trust then distribute a certain amount of money. And they might say, right, you get this and you get that. Right, so way how people often use to pass on inheritance. Right, so we're talking about the trust that is the legal trust now. That trust they can go in a court with, not your honor, I trust my brethren and the brethren say this. But this is the legal trust, the official trust. You can have a trustee. So originally there were 2 trusts in the Bahamas set up to deal with enough of Butch Stewart's affairs. Cheryl is saying that Butch actually switch up the thing before him drop out. Right? And the 2 trusts them were in the Bahamas were to be transferred into 5 new trusts. This new trust now, here it's set up. There is 1 for the whole of the Uncle Sam set. So that include the 3 Pickney them and Cheryl at a 1 trust. This trust get 42%. There were 4 other trusts, 1 each for the Irish set of Pickney them. But Butch have. Obviously everybody turn adults now. But them Pickney them Butch have were considered the Irish set would get 1 trust each. So Adam gets 16.67% of the shares. Robert, aka Bobby, gets 16.67% of the shares too. Jamie get the same 16.66, and then Brian get 8%. Don't ask me why Brian get 8% and everybody else get 16. I don't know. Brian's last name is actually Jardine, but Butch Stewart's son. That's the boss for Rainforest. Them get 8%. So the mathematics now is this. 42% to the Uncle Sam family. And then Adam 16 and little bit plus Robert 16 and little bit plus Jamie 16 and little bit plus Brian 8. Total up to 58%. Now you see how it reach 100. So the Irish set of 58%, the Uncle Sam set of 42. Are you with me so far? Cheryl also claims that Butch throughout the lineup for the Uncle Sam family get some veto shares were equal in the parent company business. According to this, and this what I come from the deal now, them say Robert or Bobby supports Cheryl's position in the matter. So one of the Irish said, Robert aka Bobby, him to get 16.67%. This I say him support Cheryl on the matter. So what I'm gathering is that originally, remember, Uncle Sam set of 42% and the Irish set total 58. But now it appears that if Bobby takes side with Cheryl set, that would put Bobby 16% on top of the Uncle Sam set 42%, where now them would have 48% and they would be majority. Again, so read what them put us up. That's what I'm taking away from it, because they make sure put in a separate part. Bobby supports Cheryl's position, which can only mean Bobby is on the side of the Uncle Sam's capital. Very interesting. When we're going to further, I want to see how them things that work. This time I always telling you, anytime Pickney gets split up east and west, it's a miracle when some war is starting up. Because even when time them raised under the same roof, them will war, you know. Even when children are raised together under the same roof, them will still split up and go in different directions over legacy, you know. It reduces the odds because obviously them grow together, so they're more likely if you have a bond and them thing there, but it's not a guarantee. Remember, in life, you can't completely eliminate risk. What we do is reduce risk. So Bobby takes side with Cheryl on this matter. Here where things get spooky. So the two trusts them, one named the Coral Ridge Trust and the other one is the High Tree Trust. And these trusts have some interesting names now. I wonder if the Cromwell Trust, if Butch got the inspiration for the name from the man Oliver Cromwell. People who are familiar with British history would know Oliver Cromwell. And what him did do back in the day. And if that inspired the name, I don't know. But it's not a common name, is it? Cromwell. Now, even though all these trusts exist and them have authority on this and that, Butch Stewart did set up a special advisory board which was made up of Adam and Jamie. And this board is what really set up to run Sandals. This board was given all powers over Sandals. Now again, the board was made up of Adam and Jamie. Now remember, I'm telling you, there is Adam, Jamie, Robert, and Brian. And Brian named Jardine, but he's a Stewart too. He's Butch Stewart's son. Again, don't ask me how he became Jardine, right, but a Butch Stewart son. The board consists of Adam and Jamie, which means Robert not upon it, neither Brian. Now I'm wondering again if this is the first time you're listening to this platform, because I know that this is a big money topic, so people who normally don't tune in might actually be tuning in now. Who is this small-time YouTube fellow speaking on these affairs? I'm the little YouTuber. They call me Serpy. Your wish is not my command. I can look on the case like how I look on any other case. When me say the board set up to govern Sandals include Adam and Jamie, Robert isn't on the board. If I was to take a wild guess, I would say it's very likely that maybe That's why Robert, aka Bobby, I take side with Cheryl. Because Butch never put him on the board. Now obviously Butch Stewart didn't call me and tell me why him only put Adam and Jamie on the board for Sandals, for control Sandals. But the fact that Robert is also a son, but get put on the board and now that son is siding with Cheryl, I think we're pretty much seeing how this is shaping up. Because I was wondering at first, why Robert take side with the US family? But it turns out Butch never put him on the board to control Sandals. Even though Butch left 16.67 for him. Them things are spooky, because they can left money and shares to the Pickney them, but they might not be happy with what left. Because one would assume inheriting 16.67%, the same as Adam and Jamie, would make everybody happy. A matter of fact, it should be Brian. If somebody go switch sides, you would think it would be Brian. But it look like Brian good with 8%. Spooky but interesting. So here we are going now. In September of 2021, Cheryl filed big lawsuit to remove Cromwell Trust. You must say by now, Butch Stewart dead, So no care how much of a big boss you want to be. I know Butch Stewart is Mr. Chairman. That no mean nothing when time dead and gone. Because dead man can't say nothing and dead man can't do nothing. So now, Cheryl has said get rid of the Cromwell Trust. Then carry it go court, and when it was time for certain documents to get released, Adam, Jamie and Brian asked the courts for don't release some of the information about Sandals. Remember, Sandals is a private company. So again, just so that everybody can understand what go on, you have publicly traded companies, them they depend on the stock market. Them company there, everybody know them business. There's a reason why they name publicly traded companies. Them go up on the stock market, them usually do some kind of big IPO, right? Initial public offering, and then people go in and buy shares and everything there. The advantage to that is that you get a whole heap of money from the sale of the shares, but then the disadvantage is that everybody know your business. Because anybody can just look on your stock market price and then people can quickly come to the conclusion, so okay, you're valued this and that, and then so all the shareholders are entitled to hear what go on. That's not what happens when your company is private, when your company is a limited company. Right? People have to kind of guess what go on. So Adam and Jamie and Brian, we're saying that them no want certain things come out because you're basically going to get an idea of the type of assets and liabilities that Sandals have. And obviously people who have limited company, right, one of the reasons why them don't go public is because them don't want anything out there like that. Anyway, the courts them say it have to get put out, and it was released. Next thing stand out to me again. Adam, Jamie and Brian were the ones who tried to make them not release certain things regarding Sandals' balance sheet. Adam, Jamie and Brian. So just as I said before, it look like Adam, Jamie and Brian, they're on one side. Robert has defected to Cheryl's side, right, and the Uncle Sam group of children. Here we start to get real interesting. I'm saying the case online, when we want to go to a part, real spooky. Real spooky. So I want to listen to this now. The original beneficiaries of the trust, when it was established in 2001, right, were Butch Stewart himself, Adam, Jamie, and Bobby, and their future children. When you see how far ahead them people are plan. The original trust was in 2001. That's 20 odd years ago. Butch set it up so that the beneficiaries were himself, Adam, Jamie, Bobby, and their future children. That means to all Pickney when you're born yet, right, I get a slice of the cake. That's what they call multi-generational wealth. Bobby was removed in 2003. Interesting, the same Bobby ended up taking side with Cheryl. He was removed. So when you see say Bobby, right, again, I don't know what go on in them family, but it look like things kinda rough with them and Bobby. In August 2018, 15 years later, Bobby was reinstated, means he get put back on the trust, and the 3 children, right, with Cheryl have with Butch added. Very interesting stuff. Here the bombshell now. Cheryl present documents saying that one day before Butch Stewart dead, he changed his mind. The documents them even sealed and signed up by Butch Stewart's personal lawyer, Trevor Pattison. According to Cheryl, right, Butch Stewart switched up the whole thing and said this is him new wish. She's saying that Butch Stewart changed their mind from the original setup I'm telling you where there were 2 trusts to turn into 5 trusts, and the American family get 42%. The Jamaican family total 58%, but then remember say Bobby, right, aside with Cheryl. She also mentioned that Butch Stewart told her, right, that she would get $100 million US in cash when he passed on. And the money was to come from one of the trustees. Let me say that one more time. Cheryl is saying Butch promised her and her side of the family US $100 million in cash. Not shares, but this time a cash. The other arguments in the war over shares, who get this share and that share. Now this is a cash. $100 million cash. Extraordinary stuff here. Adam them a push back because at the day before Butch Stewart dead, Cheryl said him sign, right, and agree to the changing of the trust. The day before him dead. Now I'm no legal expert, but if I was a betting man, I would say Adam them probably gonna win this case. The reason why I say that is because I'm thinking from a logical point of view here. Remember, law isn't always about logics. Law isn't about reasoning enough time. We've seen that in many cases. So Cheryl might end up winning. I'm just thinking that surely if a judge see a man will have cancer and is on his dying bed in his dying days, for that man agree to something as serious as this one day before him dead, it probably will get thrown out. Because when you have fight contracts, if you can prove so you weren't in a certain state of mind, then they can throw it out even if they agree to the contract. So somebody who is mentally ill not supposed to sign for nothing, you know. So I'm thinking that somebody who is terminally ill, somebody who in them final days literally, right, sign off on something, it probably not gonna hold up, but we will see. Again, the day before him dead, Cheryl is saying, Butch sign off on this, to change up the whole thing and make my family get this the day before him dead. I don't know if it's going to hold up, but remember, it's sign and seal up and him personal lawyer say him sign and seal it up. So now it's a battle of what was Butch Stewart's actual wishes. Did he want things set up like how him left it, or the day before him dead, him just change his mind? So now again, we'll see what the court say, but that not sound right to me. The day before him dead, just change up his whole will, so, and change up his whole system where him set up. I don't know, but it's fascinating. All along I thought it was clear cut, because remember Adam was running the business long before his father even dead. Turns out the whole time things were a bit spooky behind the scenes. This is why I'm telling you, so when you now watch people things and I watch people life, be careful what you wish for, because you don't know what go on. Turns out are two different set of family and the two different set that they on the same wavelength. Them probably love beef all the time Butch Stewart was alive. Stewart alive, he probably can jump on the phone and fix it himself. Adam, listen, don't do whatever this now. Okay, don't talk. And jump on the phone. Cheryl, listen, me don't want the foolishness now. Alright, me don't talk. Jamie, me don't talk. Him can't do that when him alive. Want when him dead. Want when him dead. But the reason why I say put it in a writing, because even when you lose, you win. Remember, what they're really battling for is control over Sandals. All of them are going to eat a big piece of cake out of the Sandals money. No matter what happen, nobody not go dead for hungry. So it's a matter of how much more you want. Nobody not short or nothing, you know. What them a battle for, right, is how much more you want on top of what you already have. Whoever lose still win, you know. Even if Adam and Fim said lose in a court, him still have 16.67% of the extraordinarily wealthy Sandals business. So nobody not really lose, but it's a matter of how much more you win. Extraordinary stuff. These things can happen, but put it in a writing. So that's when people start say you say and he say and she say, then they can carry go court go say, see there, you trust say me get this. What happened in a one British case, a word of mouth. People are saying them to get this and nothing to write down. So you can't even fight man in court. You hear what the baby mother say, you have to get letter from man to say you're there with the man. Can you imagine that? You have to get letter from people to say you're there with the man. Put it in writing. Remember, say even though you're not legally murder, after a while it's on the common law. Put it in writing. Nobody not supposed to get no letter signed and nobody have to tell you say you're there with the man if you can't go court. Imagine if you're going to court go prove so you're there with the man. Put it in writing. If one of the British left something in Bridging, him can't put that in a will, him can't put that in a trust. This goes to so and so. Put it in writing. That way if war go on afterwards, you have something set up in court. But then again, remember the way one of the British make fee money kind of hard for him put certain things in a writing because you could have to go say, where you get that money from. Telling her this is the fast lifestyle, might look glamorous and yes you can buy any car you want and buy this and buy that, but when it comes down to the legacy side of it, it gets spooky. Anyway, fascinating story. Make us welcome out tight now. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Ultra squad, stay circling. Bless.